Hi and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to have a look at some of the Music Pro 2023 plugins and sample packs. So by the time this is videos posted, you're only going to have about 4 days left. So today I'm kind of created a track and I've used most of the WA Production audio effects, and I am using, if I scroll down right to the bottom, I am using the last one in the list, Solar Deep House. So yeah, so I'm using about I think 5 or 6 of the 9 plugins in this track, and do some kind of sound comparisons between obviously the samples with and without the audio effects. So today, like I said, we're going to have a look at this, and I'm going to switch over to Logic, and I will let you hear what these kind of sound like. So here we are in Logic, and like I said, I have set up this track using the Solar Deep House, and you can see it's not that complicated. Like I said, you're getting claps and snares construction kits. You get 5 construction kits, and I'm using kit 4, which is 124 BPM. So there's samples to make up the construction kit, and there's loops, MIDI, and some other presets. From the construction kits, you get claps and snares, cymbals, effects, kicks, melody loops, percussion loop, and synth shots. So it is a pretty big pack. So I'm just going to run through each track and show you what is being applied. So track 1 is the bass, and it is using Fundamental Bass, funnily enough, and it is using the Art Drive pumping preset. And if you click in there, you can see there is quite a few presets, and you could easily create your own if you muck about with the controls. And as you can see, they're all very, very simple. All I've done on this one is bump up the output, but if you do muck around with them, and then you just click on that, and you can save them in your own presets, which is quite cool. So I'm going to switch this off, and then we'll play it, and then I'll switch it back on, and you can tell the difference. So get your headphones on, because this is probably going to be a bit subtle on some of these. So there we go. So that's the bass. And that is with it on, so there's quite a reasonable difference, as you can hear. So that is Fundamental Bass. So there's 2 kicks, and the first one is also running Fundamental Bass, and it is just using the Art Just Pure Sub. So we'll play this without. So it's just a fairly standard kick. So again, that's off. So it's much more sub, as it says, pure sub. So the other kick comes in later on, and we'll switch that off, solo that, and then so that's it off, and that is it on. So like I said, you can just hear it's beefed up it's taken down quite a lot of the highs as well. And then next is the hi-hats, I think this is. And I'm using Multi-Bender for this, the Cymbals Smooth Delay. And Multi-Bender is one of the I've used this one a lot. This is probably one of the best ones, I think, of the whole pack. And as you can see, there's quite a lot of presets, and they are for specific things like bass. You've got funky guitars, you've got synths, you've got buzz, you've got melodies. So yeah, so that's and like I said, I'm on the cymbals one, so we will switch it off and then play this. So yeah, so just some hi-hats. So you can just hear it's got just a bit of delay on it. Rose Loop is Multi-Bender again, and it's Analog Pianos Delay. So again, we'll switch it off. And this is really nice, Rose Loop actually. I think this is what I started off with. Right, so switch it on. So yeah, so that is quite nice. And I don't think I've really done anything to this one. I think this is just a straightforward preset. Yeah, I don't think I changed it. So yeah, so that is really nice, and that kind of goes pretty much all the way through the track. Track 6 is the first of the plucks, so there's 2 plucks, and it is multi-bender again, and it is the short synth mid delays preset. So we'll switch it off. So that's it off. So it is completely different. It is basically made it less of a pluck, if you see what I mean. So that's quite cool. Yeah, so the other pluck is running Combustor, and this is one of the Blackheart ones. So this is, I'll take that off and we'll just demo this. And I'm using the parallel compressor. And I've bumped up the output again. So that is quite nice. We've got some vocal chops now. So I've got vocal splitter on this one, and I'm using the split it preset. There isn't actually many presets in this, so there's only half a dozen. So I'm not quite sure what happened, but so we'll play this without, and these are panned obviously quite a lot, and I need to bump this up actually. Right, I'll switch it on. So it should be back kind of down there somewhere. So that's quite cool. Well, the other kind of main vocal sample is a bit different, and that is using Vocal Cleaner. And I'm using the male de-esser number 1 on this one. As you can see, there's quite a lot of presets on this one as well. So let's hear it without.
Music is my life. Music is my life. Music is my life.
So yeah, so that sounds
Music
a bit
is
better.
my life. Music is my life.
Clean that up a bit. Right, so track 10 is the only Apple loop in this particular track. So I'll switch this off and I'll let you hear what it's like. So I'm using multi-bender Echoes from Beyond. And as you can hear, it's very dry vocal. Yeah, so like I said, that is just going to run through quite a bit of the track. That is it for the plugins. So, and like I said, the last 2 tracks are just some effects. So we've got a riser, and a downer. If we just solo that one. So that's quite cool, quite that one. Right, so that is it. So this is the Solar Deep House that I am using for this track. So just to give you a bit more info about it, it is 2 GB and you've got drums, bass, leads and plucks. And as you can see, there's quite a lot. So like I said, you're getting 5 construction kits, 30 Serum presets, 21 Sylenth 1 presets, I've still no idea what that is, 60 melody loops plus MIDI, 51 synth shots, 30 drum loops, 20 effects, 10 kicks, 20 claps and snares, 20 cymbals, and it is royalty free, and you can obviously go through and play around with some of those. So that is the one that I'm using for this track, and it is pretty good. So yeah, so this is quite a short 2.5 minute track, just to give you an idea of what these effects are sounding like. There we go. So that is a quick track with the Solar Deep House and using quite a lot of the effects plugins. Yeah, so like I said, you've only got 4 days left to get this pack, and like I said, if you want to get everything, then you're talking about 25 quid, which is about $30, or I don't know, euros, probably about 27 euros or something. And like I said, for that you're getting 50 items. Now, actually, the main reason I got this, it wasn't really for the plugins, it was for, if I scroll down, it's always the last fucking thing, right? It was for this, the Dramatic Orchestra pack. So this was the main reason I bought it. And that is going to feature in the next video, which will be coming out on Thursday. And it features this with Cherry Audio's Memory Mode, Novachord and Solavox. Quite unusual to get a good orchestral kind of sample pack. And like I said, this was really the main reason I got it. And the great thing is that you get MIDI for the loops. So I've always used the MIDI with all the Cherry Audio stuff, and it does sound pretty damn good. So you're also getting drum loops, tonal loops, crashes, impacts, timpanis, toms, and it is the dog's bollocks. Thanks for watching, and as usual, if you are enjoying my videos, please like, subscribe, share and comment.